the Green Party spoiled another major race for us, the Pennsylvania. So the Green Party's responsible for the Pennsylvania Senate race. I had no idea.
So let's just cancel democracy. They ruined it for us. They came in and had a candidate, and we had to actually do something. They ruined it for us.
Just the latest on a very long list. As DNC chair, I'll go on permanent offense, not just taking up the legal fight during ballot access. We'll dismantle these Republican enablers' infrastructure. The gloves come off.
No, you doofus Skoufis. The Republican enablers, that's called the Green Party. It's called a democracy. The fact that you refer to anybody other than you as Republican enablers is because you have nothing to offer, right? So thank you for being a tool of capital. Thank you for publicly telling us that you do not support the concept of democracy. And that's good to know. I think it's good to know that somebody who wants to chair the DNC has an issue with democracy and thinks the way to win in a democracy is to stifle the other voices. Yeah, that's a good idea. Is that Skoufis?
That's him.
Oh my God. Oh,
he might be old enough to shave.
Oh my God. Oh, this man. Oh my God. This is the man that does not believe in democracy, but is yet wanting to be the chair of the DNC. Actually, that makes perfect sense because the DNC doesn't support democracy, so he actually would be a perfect fit.
Well, if you look at everything at this event that he has attended, it looks like it's a whole bunch of nonprofits. So he really fits in perfectly. Like he's exactly where he wants to be. There's no two ways about it. He definitely got the ball kicked in his face, a kickball. There's no question that happened a few times. He looks like he belongs in a country club. That shouldn't come as any surprise.
Adam,
either.
You're like a second away from timeout.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
Yeah. Stop.
Do not go there with the Muslim hate.
Yeah,
just do not go there.
Yeah, Adam Goodman. Let's not make it completely obvious with the stereotype. So unfortunately, this is just another example of why would somebody do this? And Colin, if you want to scroll and show some of the comments from the Democratic sycophants, that's always popular too. Always nice to see what the.
So they're gonna chime in against the Greens, right? Because they can't handle having anything.
Hey, listen, you know what? Credit to Marianne for saying this. Kicking candidates off ballots, something she would know a lot about. Whether candidates in your party or someone else's is not strong or powerful on taking the gloves off. It is undemocratic. It is authoritarian. It is corrupt. That is correct. In addition to being wrong, it is self-defeating. That behavior having been adopted during the 2024 election, no one can possibly say it ultimately helped anyone except Donald Trump. That is true. But
here's the problem, is that even if you get rid of why would we think anything of a Democratic Party wanting to stifle the Greens when this is the same party that doesn't even have its own primaries? They don't believe in democracy.
No.
They believe that a small group of elitist people that they believe know better than you because they're smarter than you and more pedigreed than you should make up the rules, and then they'll just sell it to you. That's what they believe. They don't believe in democracy. So I don't know why this is crazy.
When even somebody like John Munitz, who we've dealt with before, who's a total sycophant for the Democratic Party, says what an anti-democratic stance for a DNC candidate. When you are getting people like that to tell you to go fuck yourself, I mean, look at what Bree did. Bree was just like, boo and throw some tomatoes. It's like you don't even need to say anything. But here's the issue here. And this is what, of course, the guy who runs the Persistence, Scott Pressler, is very popular in the GOP. That sounds very anti-democracy. Yes, they're going to use it to their advantage, and why not? If you're going to talk like that, if you're going to do that, that's, you're giving them all the cannon fodder that they can use. But the bigger issue here, which I think is not getting stated enough, and I think more and more people should acknowledge as such, the really big problem that we have is that this guy is saying this knowing full well that either Ken Martin of Minnesota or Ben Wickler of Wisconsin I mean, right now you would say that they're probably the two, like the top two.
I only know one of them. I only know the guy from Minnesota, I believe.
Yeah.
He's the head of the party in Minnesota, right?
That's correct. But here's the issue. I don't put anything past the Democratic establishment. Nothing. Like nothing would surprise me. So somebody like Doofus, which is what he should be referred to.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Nothing, if there is anything that we can close out 2024 with, it's this. There is nothing that would surprise me at all. Would it surprise me that they would go with him? No. Because if there's one thing that he is telling you when he makes a statement like that, is that I'm a corporate whore and I will do whatever you tell me to do in order to get me out of this state Senate seat in New York. That's it. That's his reason. He wants to climb the ladder, and he feels that this is his opportunity to do it. So if he gets on his hands and knees and licks enough boot and ass at the same time, he thinks he might actually get somewhere. And you know what?
So you're saying he's wanting that position at the DNC to sort of like promote himself to a higher position in the state. But and this also, by the way, I don't know if you've said this, but this is the same guy that was like working against the New York Health Act, correct?
That's yes, and that is the last thing that we're going to get to.
So
and
this is the same douchebag that is working against the New York Health Act.
So I'm not going to tell you who, but we got private messaged by one of the state senators who ratted him out and said, yeah, he doesn't support the New York Health Act. He's one of the guys that's standing in the way of it. So there you go, guys. Let's make this motherfucker famous. He's earned it. Oh, he wants smoke. Give him all he's worth.
Douche. So, well,
and,
yeah.
And as Josie would say, and thank you, Schultz. Thank you. If there is one thing that, you know, as Josie pointed out, this is a guy who represents Orange County, New York. I mean, he's just asking for it.
I don't know where that is. What's Orange County, New York? Where is that?
I think it's by Coos, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure.
By where?
Syracuse.
Oh, Syracuse?
Pretty sure. Anybody want to correct me if I'm wrong? Is he a Democrat? You bet your ass he is. What do you expect?
He's running to be chair of the DNC.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so it's Northeast New York. So he's more Adirondack region.
Okay.
So he may be, listen, it's like, do you want Mr. Doofus or do you want Elise Stefanik? It's kind of like 6 of one, half a dozen. Oh, okay, never mind. I was right. Northwest, 60 miles northwest from New York City. So it's probably about an hour from Syracuse. Shonda, welcome to the party.
It's such a Shonda, although that's spelled differently.
Perhaps, but I still said it right.
It sounds the same.
It sounds the same.
That it sounds the same, but it's spelled differently.
That's correct.
It's a homophone.
Yes. But this is the sort of the evolution, the conclusion of the 2024 year that the Democratic Party has left their mark. If you had any doubt on the direction that the corporate wing of the party plans to take, they're going to double and triple down on all of it. And not only that, but the way that this guy wanted to make his mark was by going after the Green Party. Like, that's what's most important in New York. Not that they have ceded like 20 points to the GOP in the state of New York. And whose fault is that? It's the Greens. The Greens did that.
The Greens are the problem.
Yeah.